What do the Patriots need to fix in order to get back to the Super Bowl? Maya?
I mean, the thing with the Patriots is I think the obvious thing is obviously offensively. That defense stepped up in the playoffs. And obviously I don't think that's their issue at all. I mean, realistically, if their offense just puts up any type of a fight, they're still in that game. I mean, they held the Seahawks to 12 points at halftime.
Yep.
I mean, the thing is, it's like they put themselves in a position to where they potentially could have been the only team ever in Super Bowl history to get shut out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just that team that you saw in the Super Bowl, that Patriots team, they just didn't look like a team that won the AFC. Like, that's a team that, like, when you were watching that, unless you're a Patriots fan, I mean, even if you are a Patriots fan, you were probably, like, so disappointed in what you watched because you're like, yeah, like, maybe everything that people were saying about us all season, having the cupcake schedule and then barely getting by in the playoffs, all that because of their defense and stuff, like, just them getting lucky, maybe it was true. Like, that team just didn't look like a Super Bowl team at all. It's like they didn't look like they belonged there. And their offensive line, definitely, you have to start having conversations about Will Campbell. Maybe he's not the guy at left tackle. Move him to guard, something.
Yeah.
Hopefully that pick doesn't end up being a bust, but it definitely could be, which sucks because, I mean, they took him pretty high. Like, they were banking on him to be their franchise tackle, and it hasn't panned out at all. So, I mean, you're gonna have to revamp that offensive line. Obviously, you're gonna have to go out and get offensive weapons. We all know that wide receiver core isn't really that good, and I think it showed for sure, especially in that Super Bowl. I think the run game is fine. I just think a lot of that's like scheme and just like Travion. Like, we're Ohio State fans, so we love Travion. We just feel like he just needs to get more burn. I don't know what it is, but we know Travion can be really good. I just don't think they use him like they should. And Drake May, dude, like, I still think Drake May can be a really good quarterback, but, I mean, I understand his situation with his offensive line. Like, that's definitely a problem for sure. I just don't think he has the right pieces around him, but he definitely has a problem with holding on to the ball for way too long. I noticed that a lot. Like, I know he can run, but it's just like I think he's always looking downfield to make a play, and I just feel like when nothing's there, he just waits a little bit too long before he makes a decision, and then by the time he feels like he can make a decision, it's already too late.
Yeah.
And instead of just running, he just stands in the pocket too long, and that's also why he gets sacked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a lot of sacks, and you just can't do that, dude, especially for someone like Drake May that we know can be a playmaker. You can't do that, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of quarterbacks have that problem. But, yeah, I think they definitely need to go into the offseason and just really, like, revamp this offense and really try to put pieces around Drake May.
Yeah.
Right.
And I still think you need to believe in him, though. Like, it is still his second season. I know it didn't look pretty, but he still has a bright future there. Like, they're still moving in the right direction. You just have to do it the right way. Just give him the right pieces he needs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much same. The thing, I'll probably just touch on Will Campbell a little bit more. He was cool in the regular season. I don't think he was ever really great, especially after his injury. He's been very bad, like especially when he played against top-end talent. So I could see them trying to move him to right tackle or maybe even guard possibly because his hands are honestly just too short to keep up, especially when you're playing against the AFC who has elite pass rushers like Will Anderson. You're seeing every week. You're seeing Myles Garrett. You're seeing T.J. Watt. You're seeing Max Crosby's. Like, the line just goes on, especially in the AFC. So that's going to have to get fixed. They need a new wide receiver in the building. I think if you're the Patriots, your window is right now, and I would go all in. I'd try to go get George Pickens because Drake May's on his rookie contract. The Cowboys are always having issues with re-signing players and stuff, waiting too long and stuff. They're trying to franchise tag him and stuff. They're opening for draft compensations to move on from him, so which they would be idiots to do, but they're going to try to. Jalen Waddle is a guy that I've been trying to tell teams to go for, like the Bills, and Patriots can be one of them. But, yeah, they need to get a wide receiver in the building. Josh McDaniels right now, I know he just won Coach Executive of the Year, which we really don't talk about, or Coach Assistant of the Year.
Coach Assistant Coach of the Year.
I don't really like Josh McDaniels. I don't think he's really elite. I don't think anything he does is very cute, beautiful. Like, there's nothing intriguing about what he does on offense. I feel like it's very bland. I feel like he's just been lucky a lot of times with the situations he's been in. You could say the Patriots Drake May had a really good season, but we talked about schedules and everything, so I could think that'd be one of the reasons. Obviously, they're not going to fire Josh McDaniels because they just went to the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be mad if they tried to go another direction there. I don't know how you guys feel about that. It's kind of a Hot take right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that like offense was necessarily obviously in the playoffs.
No, offense was an issue.
No, offense was an issue in the playoffs for sure. I'm not talking about the play. I'm talking about like through the regular season. Like it would be hard to like move on from him because like I mean, he had an MVP type season, and when I say he, I'm talking about Drake May.
Exactly.
With him as OC. So I mean, I just don't think it's necessarily time to move on from him like at all. But I mean, I could see issues arising because of the playoff run.
Yeah.
Like I see where the issue arises from that, and I see where you're heading with that. But I mean, it's not like I don't think they're definitely not going to make a decision on that like right now because they just made the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to move on from anything.
Well, I mean, when it's something like this, like where you're at the Super Bowl and it's just like evident that like your offense was the reason you didn't win that game, and it's just like, would he ever be able to be your offensive coordinator with this? Like, he doesn't obviously have Tom Brady anymore. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, he doesn't for sure. And I will say that I think a lot of that was because of the line folding under pressure. And I also want to say that it was probably a lot of McDonald's defensive schemes. Like,
Right.
they had a safety who had like I think it was like 5 sacks or some shit like that. Like that's insane. Or like 3 sacks, whatever it was. There was a safety that had an insane amount of sacks.
There's just nothing creative that I seen the Patriots do all playoff run offensive wise. I feel like.
Yeah, it might just be a bland offense, but like
and I feel like that's going to be a problem.
it could be. And I'm not saying that it won't be. It's just like I don't think you can move on after going from a 3-win team to a 14-win team in the regular season, and then also making it all the way to the Super Bowl. And I understand that, like I said, their struggles were always offense throughout the playoffs, and that's why nobody believed in them, especially us, and saying that they're going to lose every other game besides the Chargers game.
Yeah.
So like, I could see that, like for sure, but making that drastic of a change over a Super Bowl loss is just not going to happen in the NFL. Like, you guys haven't even made a change with Zach Taylor because of the Super Bowl run they had in the second year. So, I mean, I just don't
But Zach
know.
Taylor's a head coach. He's an offensive coordinator.
I know. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that, like...
And we're a shitty-ass franchise.
I know. It's just unfortunate, though. Like you said, I mean, like, what is it? Like Super Bowls hold weight?
I'm just putting it out there for when people start realizing that Josh McDaniels ain't that guy. I'm just going to be like, I was here early.
I mean, yeah, that's fair to say. But I mean, also
he could not be that guy.
Also, to be fair, like no one really expected this offense to really be that good going into the season, and they obviously, like, you know, they definitely reached expectations far more. And like Drake May had an MVP season.
I have it right here.
You know,
Drake May was sacked 47 times in the regular season, which was 4th or 5th, I pretty much, and then 21 altogether in the postseason.
Yeah,
through 4
and the
games.
only other quarterback was Joe Burrow, because I think at one point he was tied with Burrow with 19
for like in a postseason run.
In a postseason run, like for most times sacked. Yeah. And now he just with 21, right?
Yeah,
so
he
now he's the
21.
most. Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's insane. So that's where I'll leave it at. I mean, but the one person I want to get flowers to, and Christian Gonzalez. I mean, right now, I mean,
great game, dude.
After that performance, I'm crowning him as the best corner in the league right now, just because in the biggest moment against the best offensive player in the league, he was guarding him most of the game and pretty much shut him down. Like Jackson Smith-Njigba was pretty much invisible that whole game. He did literally nothing. So you just want to give his props. And then he made some tough, and I mean tough stops on him, like them diving stops that were touchdowns.
That one that was diving
Shaheed
play when he put his hand out and deflected it. Yeah, that was a crazy play.
He just made insane plays. Like, he was easily the best player on that field on both sides of the ball, I feel like, because of his role and what he was asked to do. I think he was the best player. And if the Patriots would have won,
that's your MVP right there.
Yeah, I would have gave him MVP, I swear.
Yeah.